Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here, Signature Esports, and a pleasure to have you live and in charge for a little fun in the dirt sun. Actually, it's going to be nighttime, but it's going to be a ton of fun. Countdown to Green, presented by Lunatic Designs. You can go to find Kigo and all the fine folks out there at Lunatic who get out there and give you all the graphics you can ever ask for. Here live for a little Adrenaline Signs and Wraps Dirt Series. We're going to be running the Hoosier tires all over the Knoxville racing surface. It's going to be an absolute blast, and we're going to enjoy every bit of it. That's for darn sure. So hopefully you're all enjoying it. Again, here for the time being, Knoxville is going to be the racetrack, home to the Knoxville Nationals, which Kyle Larson just had here just a few short days ago. I believe that's his third in almost as many years, 3 and 4 years, 4 and 5 if you count what happened during the pandemic, and that's kind of where it is. So appreciate everybody being out there. Make sure you reach up, hit that like button for me. It goes along with Sports Stream if you're out there on Facebook and of course on YouTube. Starting grid here for heat race number 1 at Knoxville. We are going to be seeing Mark Retchen putting out a fast lap here for the sixth race of the season here. Robbie Milburn is going to be your outside pole sitter. Falcon Smith, Keegan Brown are going to make it row number 2. Connor Hazel, Matthew Koch, you're going to be out there row number 3. Brad Brock Duty in row number 4. Mark Redson getting your wonderful Stay Tuned Sports award tonight as the drivers get ready to hook up here. ChopShopRacing.net, Hoosier Tire, and of course all the fine folks out there giving you all the action. Biggest move of the race will be coming up here very soon. Mark Retchen ready to rock and roll. He was fastest in practice. He put down a heater out there as well. We'll see just how much this track is going to change. 10 lap heats here for the half miler here at the Bull Ring. It's going to be 68 degrees on the track temperature. 10 lap heats, 10 lap B main, and a 40 lap feature. 1 fast repair, 2 sets of tires for all the drivers. We appreciate everybody being out there and giving us all the beautiful action that is this week 6. Next week, we're going to see one of the first of the Crown Jewel races coming up here for the Chop Chop Racing Series. Again, the Adrenaline Signs and Wraps Dirt Series. Make sure get that correct, because I've had a couple of times where I've messed that up, and I said Spikes and Design last time. It's crazy, but it's a Adrenaline Signs and Wraps. We appreciate it. Thank you to Budgie for being out there. Thank you to all of our new members over on YouTube, Signature Esports on all of our platforms, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen here. All right, Pace Truck's going to be in. They're ready. We're green. 10 lap heat. Ready to rock and roll. We're going to refresh SDK here. We have to do it every single time, folks. It's just part of the game plan. Retchen, Milburn's going to be 1-2. Croaky to third, up 3 already. 9 laps to go as they go. Let's go, says Budgie Bird. Keegan Brown is going to be out there in that 4th spot as they work the high lane currently. We're going to see a lot of the drivers run the bottom side of this racetrack as the positive 3 spots gained already for the number 2 car. 410 Sprints here, open setups, PRSsetups.com, giving you all the action. There it is, Premier Racing Setups, the logo that you're going to see there in the middle of that. It should be a little bit bigger. I don't know why it's not. It happens. Caution comes out. Keegan Brown having an issue. We'll take a look and see what happened. Look like maybe the caution. Let's see. That's Croaky. I think Brown might have had an issue. Yeah, there it is. I don't know why that had him stopped. It was crazy. Might have had an internet issue. I don't know. He blinked there for a moment. 27 is Connor Hazel to the inside. Big slider. Oh, just tangles up a little bit, and then nowhere for whoever got into him to go. I think that might have been, that wasn't Brock Duty. Was it Dove? No, it wasn't Dove. It was Falcon Smith. Unable to avoid that one. So we'll see how that's going to work, and it's going to be a ton of fun. Appreciate the race controller out there as well. It's going to be Penguin. Penguin giving you all the love and all the cool things that he does. And he's sitting in the RC tower. He's probably lurking in stream. He is still more than welcome to join me. But, you know, those things do show up pretty well. So Thompson Racing is your hard charger sponsor of this series. If you haven't done so, make sure you check the links in the description on Facebook and YouTube. It's a great way to help support the Chop Chop Racing series. They do put up a ton of effort. 27 gets EOL there, and that's going to be the big key from Penguin out there. So Penguin is your race controller. That's the message you're going to see at the bottom of the screen. We appreciate Penguin. All the cool stuff he's doing. So we do have one driver cam tonight. It is going to be the magical Mr. Brad Dove. He's going to be back here trying to work on getting himself a little Busch Latte action. I do believe that's what he's running. He is. That's Brock Duty. He's just ahead. There he is. Brad Dove, Dove Farms LLC. Going to say, it's a little different for Dove. All right, ready for the timing. 2480 on the front row. We'll go on board with this driver. Whoop, baby. Little hip check there. Dove on the inside. Trying to be one of the top four here to transfer. Top four transfer directly to the feature. And then from there, you got a Consi. That B-main's going to be absolutely insane. We'll see what this track is going to do. Going to carry over state. Has brought himself in. As we see Mark Retchen, 3/4 of a second. 5 laps to go in the heat. We appreciate the Beef Jerky Unlimited driver cams from our good friends over there. We appreciate everybody knocking it out of the park as these drivers continue to represent as it would be. Here at Knoxville, 4 laps to go. Dove to the inside. Slider trying to go. Oh, gets sideways, upside down. Oh, not upside down. Got slideways into the corner. A great save by the 25. That car is going to be hooked up right now. He's got some tore up issues happening there, but he's good. He's good. Mark Retchen, 1.7 second deficit here between Retchen and Robbie Milburn. Milburn, 6,000 I-rated driver, sees Croaky in the middle of the race line. Keegan Brown right behind him. Brown up 3. Duty's going to be up 2. Brad Dove back to 7th where he started. He has a fast car, though. We'll see what he's going to be able to do here. 2 laps to go. Mark Retchen, 2 seconds the gap. Takes the white flag here for the final lap. We're going to see what these drivers really do. Dressed to impress here as they continue to push. Mr. Van Nest, much love to you, sir. Thank you for the link out there on our Facebook platform. We appreciate you. Retchen comes around. He's going to get the victory here, and he raced number 1. Croaky's going to be 2nd. Milburn's going to be 3rd, it does look like, as Mark Retchen able to dominate here in this first of the heats.
That message?
Yeah, 27 came across. It did, sure did.
All right. It doesn't tell me that it's sent. So.
No, it's gonna send. It's gonna send. You're all good. You're all good.
I was like, did he get that?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it showed.
Something here.
It showed up. Mark Retchen gets the victory. Croaky, Milburn, Brown's gonna be a full transfer in here, as that's the look at the heat race results. Presented by Penguin. Penguin did all the work there. That's exactly what happened. How about we get to the starting grid for heat race number 2? Presented by
Don't you
Premier.
blame me for that.
Premier Racing Setups. Jaden Sheehan's going to be your stay tuned sports pole sitter here. Michael Strickland will be your outside pole sitter. Justin Brown, Nathan Wemhoff are going to make up row number 2. Klosterman and Mansberger are going to be the row number 3. Wesley Strait bringing up the tail of the field here for heat race number 2. Pretty excited to see how this one's going to go as well. How about Retchen there, man? Retchen had a pretty banger of a race. It was pretty darn awesome
on that one. Pretty good.
I'll give it to him. He raced number 2. We'll have 10 laps here as the drivers will cycle back out. Hello, Penguin, says the usual suspects out there from the Budgie Bird.
Hello.
Klosterman Engraving is going to be your sponsor next week. When we go and we do the 100 lapper, that's going to be a ton of fun to watch. We've got the first of the, I believe, 4 crown jewel races. I made the intro. I should know, folks. 4 crown jewel races coming up here next week. First of 4 coming up next week. So we're going to see that. This week, we do have a sponsored event coming up as well. I want you folks to get out there and be a part of it. We are doing a Talladega Super Speedway tournament. Now, if we don't get enough entries, I'm just going to turn it into one race. And so it'll be a one race for all the marbles, for all the people who have registered. But in order to register, you got to go to our Discord and make sure that you get out there and showcase the absolute awesomeness that it is. So that's going to happen this Saturday. And if we can get a tournament out of it, we're going to have it all the way through Sunday. There's a $10 donation to enter. $5 goes directly to Jess's medical bills, which is Mrs. Signature. And then the other $5 goes right into the driver pool. We did have a donation on our website as well. So we were able to add that to the driver pool as well. Thank you, Budgie. Green flag, we're ready. 8-2 underway. Listen here, you absolute dream of an awesome SDK. And refresh. And let's go. Jaden Sheehan out front. Justin Brown's going to be second. I do apologize. Every time I hit that ticker, that's exactly what happens here, right? That's exactly what happens. Thank you, Ricky. I appreciate you. I appreciate you very much. We're going to close down SDK real quick and go back to it. Do apologize to the friends and the families out there. Oh, baby, they're wrecking hard. Oh, baby. Caution's going to come out here, and that was messy. Here it is. So Jaden Sheehan had the crossover from Justin Brown. Oh, just a wheel net code, oh man. I want to go back to Nathan Wemhoff here and Strickland. Alonzo, thank you for the like, sir. Much love. I appreciate you as well. Ricky out there rooting on Striker and the fam. Bam. There was some net code. How about that?
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah. It had better work.
Did you get that?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just want to make sure it worked. I can't see it. It doesn't tell me anything.
I know. It's no bueno.
If it would just alert me that it's sent, that would be great. Like message sent, you just flash it up there for me.
I know it's not your fault. It's their fault. Here's what happened. Oi, man. Jade Sheehan having an issue. Striker up and over. We're gonna go back to it here in just a second. Striker end over end, upside down, inside out. And one more time for the peanut gallery here. Yeah. There it is again. The thing should automatically play. Restart when playback is blah, blah, blah. Yeah. That was iRacing to a T, Jaden. Yeah, I believe it, man. That's what it looked like. Hopefully you're going to be able to get out there. That was crazy. I want to add that to my clips of coolness. Green flag, we're going. Justin Brown out front of Nick Klosterman. 8-2, 6 laps to go. Able to get the fantastic overlay to work again. So thank you very much to, well, you know, the coolness that it is. Man, how about iRacing? We love iRacing, but I'll tell you what, iRacing, we can have some fun. Striker of the 88 to the outside, big move. Try to focus in on Nathan Wimhoff. Try to roll down to the bottom side. Jaden Sheehan to the field. Jaden, you're going to be just fine. 4 laps to go. There's a lot to be said as Brown in the 21. Little wheel hook for a little bit of the drivers here. We're going to be 4 laps to go into 3 and 4 as these drivers continue to push. All the way down, there's a dirt spray that we love to see so much. 3 to go as Klosterman digs into the corner. Full set out of the back straightaway. 1 second deficit here for Justin Brown. Brown holding on. Giving a little bit of extra off. 2 laps to go. Justin Brown, Nick Klosterman, Nathan Wimhoff here to the 410 Sprints at Knoxville. Week 6 for the Dirt Racing Series. And, man. Hold on to the grip. White flag waves. Final lap. 21, 26, 48. Your top 3. Gary Mansberger. Trying to see one more driver. Yeah, he's going to see it. As such, Justin Brown digging for that final turn. He's going to win. He raced number 2. Klosterman, Sheehan, Mansberger were side by side, but Jaden Sheehan is going to come around. He's going to finish 4th, able to catch back up here, and will be that driver that carries on. We're going to see it, and it's going to happen again, and it's going to be a ton of fun. And start a grid for your B main. Falcon Smith, Gary Mansberger are going to be your front row. Brock Duty, Michael Stricker to make it row number 2. Brad Dove, Wesley Strait, row number 3. Connor Hazel is going to be your final driver there, row number 4. It's going to be a good little ditty here. Opportunity for any one of these drivers to, well, you know, netcode has been disqualified. We can get it again. How about no more netcode? That's what I would say. No more, no mas netcode. Oh, how's everybody doing tonight? Hope you're all enjoying yourselves. Just so everybody knows, Signature Esports has a second Twitch channel. It's called Signature Games 2. Not kidding. Set that up earlier. I had some people last time I streamed. They were like, this isn't esports. So I said, you know what? Let's create a gaming channel where I can be myself without having to worry about, you know, we try to be as professional as possible. But how about we just get out there and just game, right? Because I do like the game. I do like to be myself, and sometimes my mouth gets ahead of me, and I don't want my mouth to get ahead of me too far. So we'll do what we can and have some fun with that. So if you want to follow us on Twitch, you can follow us over at Signature. You'll take that cut back to 4th. I liked it. You're going to go to this link. TV/Signature Games 2. Not kidding. That's our second Twitch channel. We'll try to get our 50 followers for all the cool stuff, but I literally just created it about an hour, 2 hours ago. Whenever I messaged Budgie, I just finished it. So we're gonna manage that. We have 2 YouTube channels as well, Signature Gaming out there on YouTube. We're gonna start putting our VODs from our Signature 2 channel over there. But the esports channel is gonna be primarily esports related things and game reviews. I think game reviews still belong there. Green flag for the B main. We're going to be 10 laps here as SDK does what SDK does the best. Makes the names all weirdly, mildly done. Falcon Smith ahead of Gary Mansberger in second. Stryker with a little head of steam. Tell you what, Brad Dove had some speed in that car. It's going to be slideways in front of the field. Whoa, got a little extra sideways up with the dirty stuff there. 25 has to go back to work. That car's on rails as they continue to push here. He is just not in the state. The car's doing some weird things to him. How about it, though? Falcon Smith out front. Strickland runs the fastest lap of the circuit, 15.94. Try to play catch-up. It's going to be up 2 from the start of the circuit here. The B-Main continues to be busy here at Knoxville. iRacing, your platform for sim racing. Make sure you go to iRacing.com. And you know what? I want you to use Jaden Sheehan as your name when you refer to the absolute coolness that it is.
I'm the number 3 follower.
You're the number 3, sweet. You know what? We should see if we can get 50 followers on before I even go live. We could do that. Why not? Inaugural stuff, right? I got to create a logo for it and everything. Strickland to the inside of the 8, the 08-88 battling. And a good pass for the 88 as they continue to move forward. 4 laps to go. Falcon Smith in second. Gary Mansberger is going to be in third. Brock Duty having a better night right now. Connor Hazel up 2. Dove's going to be off 2. But I think he's just trying to figure that car out, trying to figure out what the setup's allowing him to do. 88-08, 3 laps to go. Falcon Smith has been absolutely thrilling to watch, continue to improve each and every week, continuing to step up the game and step up the skill. He's getting faster and faster, and right now he says, you know what, Stryker, you may have gotten ahead of me, but I'm still here. We're 2 laps to go. Middle lane for the 88 as they continue to push down the back straightaway out of 2. Momentum on the side of the 88, but don't count on Falcon Smith just yet. A slider is still manageable, and he is within striking distance. Final lap as the caution comes out. On the final lap, we're going to have a 1-lap shootout. Connor Hazel having an issue here. The best thing about sprint cars on this, oh baby, is they wreck really, really well. I mean, they get destroyed, and you hate to see it. There's a battle with the 9 and the 86 here. 27 out of the throttle. Tries to find a crossover. 86 to the inside of the 9. 3 wide slider. Oh, out of the throttle. 86, nowhere to go. 27 rolls out of the corner and bam. Connor's got some speed, too. We like Connor. He's part of the Adrenaline Signs and Wraps company. Make sure that you hit that Google browser and you find your Adrenaline Signs and Wraps company near you. I think they have an online presence as well. Make sure you check them out. Stryker will take the white flag when we go back to green flag racing. That'll be the way that works there. To believe the Slide City. Connor just could not avoid it. There's just so much in the middle happening there that he just couldn't avoid the checkups and the slopes in front of him. Gary and Brock Duty both having a good battle there, but the throttle, the being in and out of the throttle there was very, very much the downfall of what happened to Connor Hazel there. So throttle control is the biggest thing about this, but the big runs that you get change everything. Thank you to Stryker for putting the big Signature Esports on the inside banner there on the wing sprint. If we do like it, 410 wing sprints here, open setups next week. It's going to be a ton of fun to see what happens there. That's for darn sure. Let's go, Budgie Bird. So yeah, let's have some fun with it. Where Brad's enjoying himself. He's got a big smile on his face. All right, they're going. Brad Dove went to the inside. Wesley Straight there as well. Final lap. Michael Strickland tried to hold off. Can he get a run here down to the back straightaway? Big restart for the 08, though. Slide middle lane. Strickland out of the corner. 08 rolling. Dove. And Wesley Straight having an issue. Stryker had an issue. Not quite sure Falcon Smith wins the B main here.
I'm gonna go with it ain't got no gas in it.
I think that's exactly what happened. I'm rewinding. We gotta listen now. We gotta listen. Hold on. Oh yeah, absolutely no gas. He coasted the second. He coasted the second.
I know what's wrong with it.
It ain't got no gas in it. All right, folks. It is that time. We're gonna hydrate. They're gonna warm up, and it'll be the best part about what this race is gonna show off is gonna happen next. Feature coming up in just a moment. All right, drivers, we're back, and we appreciate everybody being out there. Thank you so much. It's a ton of fun. It's a ton of everything. Seems a little. Thank you, Budgie. I appreciate that. I just Almost pulled my headset out. That was awesome. It's going to be awesome. Today is a great day. Starting grid as we get ready to go back racing here for the feature. As all these drivers look to have some fun. Mark Retchen is going to be your Stay Tuned Sports pole sitter. Justin Brown, your outside pole sitter. As we see Croakey and Klosterman making up row number 2. Robbie Milburn, Nathan Wimhoff are going to be the row number 3. Keegan Brown, Jaden Sheehan are going to be the row number 4. Falcon Smith, Michael Strickland, row number 5. Gary Mansberger, Brock Duty, row number 6. Row 7 will be Wesley Strait and Brad Dove. Connor Hazel bringing up the tail of the field, but don't get him out because every one of these drivers, it is going to be a blast. I think I see somebody out there. I'll talk to you again. Yeah, absolutely, Jaden. Much love. Always good to see the speed showing up out there for every driver, and we appreciate everybody knocking it out of the park. It is a fine day in the world of iRacing. When I want to take the EOL Challenge, we like it. We like to hear it. Like to see it. How cool is that to take the UL Challenge? So what's going to happen is the 21 of Justin Brown is going to go directly to the back. He starts on the front row. He's going to be looking at trying to work his way to that top spot. That UL Challenge is going to be everything that it is when it comes to racing and when it comes to just everything that's happening out there. So this is going to be a ton of fun to watch. We'll see if he's going to be able to do it here as he tries to get the hard charging award. That'll be to anybody who qualifies. Now, he is not going to be the hard charger. Justin Brown will just have the UL Challenge. But Mark Retchen has had a fast car, had a fast heat, won that thing by a big margin. He and Klosterman are ready to go. Retchen goes. We're green. 40 laps for the feature. All of the speed, all of the race, everything happening. Let's go from the Budgie Bird. Croakey up on the high side, slideways with Retchen to his outside, or to his inside. Big happenings for Klosterman as he gets down across the berm. They call that a bull ring for a reason. You want to run around the bottom side of it, you don't want to hit it. Croakey leads Retchen on the inside. Croakey up in the dirty stuff. Retchen back to the inside. Retchen down, digs. Battle for the lead is on. Is now the 2. Strengthens his way forward. Mark Retchen. Fireworks going off here at the biggest of tracks. Knoxville giving you all the action tonight. Here's the 48 of Nathan Wimhoff. Nathaniel in the 48 trying to close it on the 24. 24 up near the wall. Big head of steam. As Croakey tries to deliver, Mansberger leaving pit road. Had to bounce into pit road. Is probably getting a fast repair taken care of. We'll see how that's going to work for him. As Croakey leads by 7/10 of a second. 16:90, the fastest lap of the circuit so far. That's the 24. Karams, the middle lane. Tire wears everything. 6 of 40. And we'll see the 24 run the bottom side of the racetrack. Klosterman trying to close back in. Jaden Sheehan up 3. Jaden down to the bottom. Wesley Strait working as well. Wesley Strait sees the 5.55 of Keegan Brown to the outside. 89, 5.55 tire to tire as they go into the corner. There's the 80 of Robbie Milburn out of the corner, down to the back straightaway. Big push and a head of steam for Wesley Strait. Connor Hazel just ran the fastest lap of the race. 16.83 so far as Wimhoff having an issue. He's going to be upside down. And the 5.55 gets into a big pile up out of the corner. Let's see. Oh, Mark Retchen had a hip check there. Out of the corner, Mark Retchen up on the high side. And then, bam. He said, watch me whip and watch me nay-nay. Ow. Ow. That makes me hurt just looking at it. Well, we see about half the field on pit road. Croaky, Retchen, Klosterman. It's going to be your top three. Strickland should cycle up to fourth here. Justin Brown should be fifth as he tries to get that Ewell challenge knocked out. Man. All right, let's take a look here. So so I have my expander on. I have the EQ on. We have the Kotelnikov. I can speak. And then my Nova plugins. I have not put a gain on. If my voice sounds, just want to make sure everything's good. I want to make sure I could be heard. And well, we've had mic issues here for the last month or so. But bills need to be paid, so we got to pay the bills before we can get another microphone. That's a big deal. We are here at Knoxville though, and we'll continue to adjust. I will continue to adjust until it's perfect, and we'll make sure that we get it perfect. And if the mic sounds off, we do apologize about it. It's just part of the thing, man. It's part of what we have to figure out. And, it's part of what everybody looks at. So hopefully it sounds better. Hopefully I'm not overpowered or I'm not overbearing. My volume should be just fine on the microphone. I'm not touching the microphone anymore because I've had that set so that way it picks up just right. Everything that I am messing with is going to be very much digital when it comes to everything that we have going on. All right, Croaky, Klosterman, Justin Brown. 24 is going to get the UL here. Do believe he's going to drop to the tail of the field. Wim Hof is going to be behind as well. Keegan Brown back here. We're back, we're green. Croaky with the lead. Klosterman, Brown. Justin Brown to the 21. Let's go. Mark says Churchy. Mark. That's a fast car. Oh, baby. There's the 80. All the way down to the bottom side of the racetrack. 24 the 80. 24 with a big head of steam trying to move back forward. We'll see if he can clear any one of these drivers. 16.83, fastest lap of the circuit here for the two. Klosterman close to the distance down on Croaky. Nick Klosterman looking to try to make more happen on the outside lane. Croaky down to the bottom, up near the wall, up to the dirty stuff. That's the flat portion of the racetrack. Croaky, fastest lap of the circuit, 16.83. This time by just about a tenth faster than Klosterman. He's going to separate himself by 0.3 of a second. It's going to be an absolute blister of a racetrack by the time it's all said and done. How about Connor Hazel rebounding from what he had going on? Would be your biggest mover of the race so far as we're 13 of 40. He's trying to keep himself inside that top three. Adrenaline Signs and Raps giving us a Retchen Strong. Good look at that car. How about we go on board with him? Right now, 17:24, his fastest lap. As he gets up near the wall, little right rear tap. He's just trying to manage that car. Trying to manhandle it. 2 seconds the gap between he and Justin Brown. Again, we talk about tires on these 40 and 50 lappers that we've been seeing. Right now, half second the distance between Croaky and Klosterman. Croaky was the sprint specialist when it came to this series and the last season. He has been putting some energy in, and that's for darn sure. Who's your tire? It's a Premier Tire Carrier. Oh, Mark Retchen having an issue. He is upside down in somebody's lap. It would be Robbie Milburn there as well. Ooh, 80 up into the 24. 24 did a great job of braking there. Saw that happen in front of him, but then he got smacked in the rear end by Wesley Strait. So we'll see if Mark Retchen is good to go. he should be able to get a fast repair. We appreciate Wretched and everything that happens there. I do believe Robbie and go back to Robbie Milburn's portion of this one. Back it up. He did a barrel roll there. Gary Mansberger went to the inside to run the bottom side. Oh, just came down. 80 came down and was just there. Met the 86. That car toppled over, and then he had to tow. As we'll see these drivers are doing. Again, from iRacing Setups, go to prssetups.com. Use promo code CHOPSHOP15. CHOPSHOP15 is going to be the promo code, and you're going to be able to save 15% on the a la carte menu. It is an absolute awesome stature. Hold on to your butts. We're getting ready to go back to green flag racing. Good patter. Let's get at her. Good restart there. Klosterman, Connor Hazel, opportunity knocking. Here comes Nathaniel Wimhoff, Justin Brown back into the mix as the restart goes to the wall. 2x2 behind Justin Brown. Klosterman trying to close back into Kroki here. 3/4 of a second separates as Klosterman goes to work up on the high side, trying to clear. 23 laps to go to the feature as Justin Brown tries to slide the 26. Wheel touch for the 21. Justin Brown took that one to the market. And that's exactly what you saw there. Everybody getting busy. Knoxville under the lights. Nathaniel Wimhoff trying to close in. As we see Nick Klosterman. See the 27 of Connor Hazel to his outside. Connor Hazel all over the back bumper. 80 got the UL on the last caution. You see Penguin's messages out there. As right now, Connor Hazel was trying to... Oh, he's broke. He is broke. See if we can get out of that berm. We'll be down to the bottom side. Nick Klosterman was all over the back bumper of that car. Connor Hazel coming to pit road. Will be leaving pit road once again. Kroki out front. Nathan Wimhoff to second. Justin Brown in third. And we'll see the 80 of Robbie Milburn down to the bottom side. He's got no front wing on that bad boy, but he is trying to make sure he can get all the positions that he can. Connor Hazel out there with a brand new car. He's only one lap down. Opportunity knocking two. Keeps knocking down the wall a little bit. Out of 3 and 4. Front straightaway, he's going to make it 16 laps to go. Nick Klosterman trying to push back forward. Justin Brown trying to catch up to Nathan Wimhoff here. This is a combined iRating for your top 5 drivers. Just under 17K. Let me take that back. My math skills are awful. 4,000, 4,008, 13. Gonna be just under 20K. Just under 20K. I forgot to add Klosterman's in there. My bad. The top 5. I didn't say top 5.5 or 4.5. All right, Kroki rolling. 2.6 second deficit. Yeah, 5 minus 1. That's what it was. Klosterman, Jaden Sheehan Jaden Sheehan down on the bottom side. Klosterman, ever since that contact happened with Justin Brown, as the caution comes back out with Brad Dove having an issue. Ever since that contact with the 21, his car just hasn't been right. It kind of makes me wonder if maybe he's got an issue, but you don't want to give up track position to be able to make that happen. Here's what happened to Brad Dove. Dove got into the corner. Oh, wall. And I see it coming. And so did he. So he got sideways. He's good. He's fine. He's fine. Thank you to Dove for running the old wonderful, wonderful, wonderful driver camps. As he ponders where he needs to be. Should still be on the lead lap, I do believe. Should be fine. Don't think he's going to be scored a lap down just yet. Says, my bad. My bad. My bad. Knoxville's giving us everything that Knoxville is, and that is everything you could see on iRacing. That's Jujoosh.
Going on my monitors.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a difference between when I submit an information and a penalty message?
So information shows up blue, and the penalty shows up red.
Oh. Well,
Yep.
now I know.
I could change those colors too. I mean, but we're not going to do that because, I don't want to have to deal with that. That's just not a thing.
You don't want to do all the coding?
No, not anymore. No. Yeah. Folks, in order to make things look the way they do, SDK comes staple with some of the cool things, but in order to make it personal,
It's a lot of time.
it's me.
Yeah.
Green flag, we're back at it. Whoa. 12 to go. Round to second, bottom side of the racetrack. Here comes Nick Klosterman backing up the corner one more time. Back to sixth. Keegan Brown with a head of steam here. The 5.55 sees the 8.05 ahead of him. Wim Hof not quite clear. Goes back to fifth. Everything working in nobody's advantage. Here's the back straightaway look here as all the drivers look very, very, very much into the corner. Seeing a little bit of a blink happen there with one of the drivers. Oh, 5:48, get into it. That was the 8.05, sorry. 8.05 having an issue. Gary Mansberger there as well. Mansberger coming off pit road. Well, one of the funniest comedians you're ever going to see out there, in my opinion. Oi! Was there to the inside of Wesley Straight. Wesley Straight, corner exit. Mark Reschet up high. Out of the corner. Bam! And bam! And he's fine.
That's a racing incident. That's definitely 3 wide.
Those are tires. Klosterman coming to pit road. And like I said, I thought that Klosterman might have had some issues with that car. And so if he comes in and takes a fast repair here, that's probably not a bad idea. He'll leave, and we'll see if he's going to be able to move forward. That car just hasn't been right since the contact with Justin Brown earlier. And he has not seen the speed that he had earlier. Again, that's just observations. We'll see how that's going to present itself. Roki is your race leader. As the drivers get ready to go back to it again. We're under 10 laps to go, so single file restart's not out of the question here. Roki, Justin Brown, Keegan Brown. Keegan Brown is your Lunatic Designs phenomenon out there. He's the guy that This is going to be basically on the front of my streams as far as iRacing goes for the next for foreseeable future. So make sure you go check them out. All right. I'm ready. These guys are ready. Pace truck will dive in. Out of 4 right there, you'll see him just peel off. Wesley straight back to pit road. And we're going. Green flag. Good restart for Justin Brown there. Can he clear Croaky here on the bottom side? 2 big head of steam on the outside. 9 laps to go to the feature as Croaky delivers the inside lane. 21, 2 side by side. 21 slider up the racing berm. 2 sideways. Croaky out of the throttle. Wimhoff with an opportunity on the bottom side. Here comes Keegan Brown. 2 with a head of steam. 555 to the outside. 48 down to the bottom as well. Jayden Sheehan in tow. Top 5 all ready to go. Justin Brown, 8/10 of a second. Trying to steal that one away from Croaky. Croaky with an opportunity to go as well. 7 laps to go. Half second in closing is now Croaky there. Justin Brown trying to hold on to what he has. 89 to the bottom side of the racetrack. Back to pit lane he goes. 2 able to close down the distances. They're going to be double duty. 2 on the exit. Oh, caution comes out here. Block duty, Brad Dove. And I wonder if Croaky was scored in the lead there because the caution was coming out just as he was making the pass. Brad Dove into the corner. Brock Duty up high. I believe 25 got out of the throttle extra sideways. And Mark Retchin, who had one of the strongest cars early, gets collected into that one as well. So Brad Dove. Double issues today. The same corner, same spot as well. Just trying to get back into the throttle. Justin Brown scored as your race leader. Croaky's going to be second. We're going to have 6 laps to go when we go back to green flag racing. Should be 5 laps to go, actually, if I take that back. Yeah, it is 6 laps to go now. So when we go back to green flag racing, it should tick away to the 5 laps to go. But there is your starting, your order right now. Man. Caution laps do not count. Every bit of this one has been, well, you know, every bit of this one. Five. Aw. I forgot that was a thing. Maybe I don't want to see those messages.
You want me to stop?
Not Penguin's fault. It's the league rules. If you're involved in 2 cautions or you're the cause of 2 cautions in the feature, you are parked for the rest of the night. Justin Brown, Croaky, Keegan Brown, Nathaniel Wimhoff of the 48. The 805 is back here as well. Strickland, always a threat to be able to make some move. Falcon Smith there as well. He had a great opportunity earlier. Mark Retchin, trying to get as much damage on that car worked on as possible. Nick Klosterman back here as well. There's the 27 of Connor Hazel just trying to get a lap back. He says, just give me my lap back. Y'all wreck. Let me go around. That's what I mean, you know. We're going. We're green. Hot to go. Two back to the inside. 21 down into the corner. Oh, baby. That'll be a caution. Justin Brown came down to be side by side with Croaky there. We're just going to back it up from that point right there. And far chase. Justin Brown out of the throttle right there. Back in. 2 head of steam. Oh. Little door-to-door action there. Middle lane. I mean, 21 was going to come down to run that second lane. Croaky carried a lot of momentum there. And I mean a lot of momentum into that corner. Now, I will say they did make some contact prior. You know, a couple of cautions ago. When Justin Brown's tried to slide that corner. That's exactly what happened. I don't know, folks. You tell me. What do you think out there? Budgie, you know nothing about RC. What do you think? Whose fault was that? We'll give Penguin a break on this one. We'll let Budgie make the call. All right. Croaky, Keegan Brown, Nathan Wimhoff, Jade Sheehan, Michael Strickland inside the top 5. Falcon Smith ready to go. We will be single file once again. Chicken. That's what I want. I want some fried chicken. I don't know why that was random thought there. All right. M9 Racing Performance driver is going to be on the inside. CFME Esports driver is going to be on the outside. We have Nathaniel Wimhoff back here of the Mac Tools drivers. Churchy, what do you think? What'd you think? Church is probably out there still watching. Churchy, I don't know if you saw that last incident. You tell me what you think, sir. Oh, never mind. I think Croaky's taking fault of that. I can't hear what's going on behind the scenes, and nor do I want to. That's Penguin's job. Just saying. All right, Justin Brown, Nathaniel Wimhoff, Jaden Sheehan. Lights are off on the pace truck, and I do believe we're going to see if Croaky in 4 laps can go from the back to the front once again. Justin Brown just ahead of him. Mark Retchen there. Be fast and furious. Fast and fluffiness. Hey, Butchie. It's okay. You owe for the 2. Did he decide to take it, or did you give it to him?
They don't take it. I make the decisions.
Got it. Green flag.
With as short as these laps are, it's really hard to do slow-mo, but I had to make a call.
Mark Retchen, Connor Hazel having an issue back here. Connor. Mark Retchen, slow, still on the lead lap. I don't know what happened there. All right, coming around. We're going to be 2 laps to go here at the feature at Knoxville. And I do believe that Penguin had enough evidence to say the 2 was there. It is on Penguin to make that decision, and I don't envy him. How about it? Keegan Brown trying to make it another opportunity. Justin Brown up to 4th. Trying to close in on Jaden Sheehan here. An opportunity not missed yet. White flag waves, final lap here for Keegan Brown. Nathaniel Wimhoff's going to be 2nd. Justin Brown trying to track down one more spot. As we see, he and the 2 of Croaky have been able to clear some of the field. But Keegan Brown coming around the back straightaway on to 3 and 4. He's going to win the feature here. And Wimhoff will be 2nd. Sheehan will be 3rd. Justin Brown 4th. Croaky's going to be 5th. As these drivers finish up that race line. And Keegan gets the victory here tonight. What a race.
Nobody likes the race controller.
It's okay. They don't have to. It is. We'll go back and take a look at that caution. Congratulations on Keegan Brown. He was able to hold off the drivers behind him. Had some fast drivers working. Some fast setups behind him as well. It was Justin Brown and right here. Right here. All right. This was that that caution that we were talking about with Croaky here. Hold on. Take a look here. We'll go on board the 2. We both still have top 5 nights. So out of the corner, the 21 ran the same line in the corner before. 21's going to hit a little bit of the berm. It's going to be a little slower off the corner. So you see the left front tire hit the berm. We're on board the 2. 21 is just ahead, right? So out of the corner, 21's going to carry out and carry out. And the 2 is going to shoot the gap here. There's no rear view mirror here for the 21 to see. 21 comes down to try to take the lane. The 2 is not there yet, but does kind of low line drive the bottom side in there. Do I call it a racing deal? I don't call it. I would say that the 21 had the speed to not make that move. Or not the 21, the 2. Sorry, Croaky. And I like Croaky. And I like Justin. I like them both. If I were to make that call, I would have said that the 2 had the speed to be able to carry on corner exit. He was able to close in very quickly to him. So I do believe that the 2, in that set of circumstances, was at fault. I don't disagree with Penguin, but that's me as an outside perspective going, hey, this is what we see. Do I think the 21 comes down to take that lane? He did. He came from the 3rd lane to turn the corner on the bottom side. It's the same thing on the ovals. If you drive straight into a corner, what's going to happen? You've got drivers who are going to be there to the outside. They've got to come down to take the corner because they're carrying momentum into a corner. It's the same thing that happened to the 21, and the same thing, and the 2 drove with speed into the corner straight on. So those things happen. It's a lesson learned. Both drivers are fast. Croaky had the car to beat, and that's kind of where it is. It's unfortunate. There are penalties for a reason, and there's a race control for a reason, and I don't know why Penguin came to this decision. It's not up for me to decide. Penguin probably looked at it over and over again, similarly to what we did, and that's kind of how it went. So
about 6 or 7 times.
So there it is. So let's not knock Penguin, because Penguin's good people. All right, here's your race results. Keegan Brown is going to be your race winner here in the feature at Knoxville. Nathan Wimhoff is going to be your P2 finisher. Jaden Sheehan's going to be P3. And this is a long season, folks. Let me stress this, okay? What happens on week 6, there's still 14 races left. We're good. 15, 16, I don't know. There's a bunch of races left. So, this can move on to next week, and we'll be fine. They'll race each other just as hard, just as clean for the most part. We'll see how it goes. There's the sliders there. Croaky might have been upset about. But, these things are dinky. There's not much room to clear. So, I understand. I understand everybody's point of view, but my point of view is the race is over. We're through week 6, and there's going to be a lot more competitive racing coming up, which makes that much more exciting. Similarly to NASCAR last night at Richmond, these kinds of things just make the racing, I think, sometimes better. Justin Brown, Croaky, you're going to finish 4th and 5th to each other. Klosterman, Strickland are going to be 6th and 7th. Falcon Smith 8th. Mark Ratchet, Robbie Milburn are going to be 9th and 10th. Connor Hazel, Gary Mansberg are going to be their 11th and 12th. Duty, Straight, Brad Dove, of course, had the DQ earlier because of the 2 involved cautions and incidents and things of that sort. I like it. I hope you got an awesome budgie, so you just keep doing your thing. I'm waiting. Keegan's got it's got a screen up there down in the chat. We'll have to take a look. You won. See, I know you're showing something, but you won. So I got to talk to you first, okay? Congratulations on the win here. I know that there was a couple of drives beating and banging in front of you, but able to get a good restart there to be able to take advantage of that. Walk me through the race and what you were going through.
Well, initially, we decided to save a little bit. We knew the track was going to get pretty hammered, and I was expecting it to stay on the top, but after that last the restart before the last one where Justin got hit, I tried the top and Nate got a huge run on me, and I figured out that it was on the bottom. And thankfully, those two got together, or else, this race was 110% handed to me. No questions about it.
Well, sometimes it's not a bad thing. I mean, if you think about where the pace is going to be, where the drivers are going to be in the course of when you see two fast guys racing each other, you know it's hard racing. You know that they're going to be. It's hard to door bang in these cars first and foremost, but when you see those things happen, it's about putting yourself in position to win. And I think that's one of the biggest things that I've ever said about racing, not just on iRacing, but racing in general. You can't win if you're not in position to win.
Oh, 100%. That's why, kind of towards the end there, I knew I had speed on the bottom. I was just kind of taking it easy, and I was going to for sure try and make sure I solidified my third. So, I mean, I was just maintaining myself, not trying to get up in the slick and loop the car around or nothing. Just maintaining, and it paid off in the end.
I look at kind of just where the schedule takes us. Of course, we've got a Crown Jewel event next week. We have 19 races total, so I was almost right out there, folks. 14, it was technically 13 races left. You have to always keep in mind and bear in mind that everything happens for a reason. You're second at points coming into today's race as far as the season standings go, is what it looks like here. You actually haven't had a win yet, so this is your first win. This makes that 5-point deficit between you and Ronnie that much sweeter, because now you get to win yourself into that next race.
Yeah, it's kind of surprised me that my first win came in the car I have the least experience on in the sim, but like you say, good things come your way when you hope for them. But yeah, both Robbie, Jade, and I all got caught up in a wreck real early in the race, and we all had to use our fast repair. And then I guess, I was right behind him. Robbie got collected again, so he actually finished. I think it was 12th. So the points gap is gonna be a little more significant. But it sucks that happened to a teammate, But
right,
what can you do about it?
You can do everything that you could ever ask for. That is just continue to get out there and put yourself in those same situations to be able to be that much better. So congratulations on the victory here tonight. A lot to be said when it comes to the type of racing that we saw tonight, but also going into next week, it's something you're familiar with. The race line that you're going to be using is going to be a race line that you are very familiar with, because it's a series that you run already.
Yeah, supers at Lucas Oil for 100 laps I love that track, and out of all the races I've done 100 laps, and I think the most of them have been Lucas Oil with supers, but I know a lot of these other guys have done the same, like Justin and Robbie and Jaden and all them, and yeah, it's gonna be a show, that's for sure.
Well, it's gonna be awesome, brother. Congratulations on the awesomeness that is getting a victory here at Knoxville. It's a tough racetrack to be able to do so, and like you said, a tough car to be able to absolutely put on the kind of show that it does. And I think it's a great car. I think it just takes a little bit of time. So it takes a little bit of time to get used to and to adjust to. So, brother, congratulations. Give you shout-outs.
Yeah, first and foremost, got to thank the girlfriend for letting me race. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be able to do this at all. And Millborn Seed, Farmers Union Insurance, the Bruzy Racewear, Dakota Bank, Common Sense Manufacturing, Kigo to Lunatic Race Control, Warrior Apps for this sweet ride. I mean, they're pretty fresh off the print press, so I'm pretty happy with them. And of course, Majose Speed Shop for the setups. We had them in the car tonight. Boy, were they quick.
They were good. They were great to see, and we can always thank everybody for doing it. Also, folks, when I talk about Lunatic Designs at the beginning of every stream, this is the guy that we talk about. He is He is the guy behind the platform, so make sure that you definitely go out there and you check out link trees for him, and you get in our Discord and you find all of our sponsor stuff there as well, and you reach out to this guy if you need something, because if I can't do it, I'm going to send everybody that way, and that's just how it goes. So try to make Keegan some money so he can keep putting on some awesome races. Brother, give you shout outs, or not give you shout outs. Thank you very much. He gave you shout outs. I'm reading 17 different things right now, and I'm like, you ever watch the news, read the news, and then have somebody talking in your ear at the same time?
Yeah, what's even worse is watching the news, reading the news, telling somebody about the news, having someone talk to you about something else related, and then it's just a cluster, you know. But I forgot too, I want to thank you for broadcasting this stuff. I mean, you do a killer job. I mean, I can't think of another broadcaster out there that's as good as you are with dirt and Chop Shop Racing for putting this stuff on. Been having a whole lot of fun with this series, and haven't had a lot of fun in this series in a very, very long time.
Well, it's all worth it. It's worth it in the long haul. I continue to try to get better, but I will tell you, folks, that there are growing pains involved in doing all of this stuff, and I know that I'm almost 5 years into doing this, but I'm going to tell you that there's always a chance to learn and to continue to grow. So, lots of opportunity to do a lot of things. All right, brother, congratulations. We'll see you next week.
Sounds good. Appreciate you. Thank you.
That is the lunatic design himself. That is Keegan Brown. He's going to be all over everything that we do. It's just what it is. How about it? We're going to talk to Nathaniel Wimhoff again. Nathan, Nate, the 48. Nate, the 48, man. I know it rhymes, and I know that's very cliche and very commentarish of myself to be able to do that and to say that. But man, you had a battle on your hand all race long. Walk me through your race. Congrats on a P2. This was an interesting race.
This is a very interesting race. Coming from, if there was real life, I would have been completely dead, start from finish.
Yeah.
From getting absolutely demolished, getting caught up in that first wreck in the heat. Somehow was able to drive all the way back up to third. Bonus feature starting outside and didn't know what line it was going to be and just started rolling around, moved to the bottom, and next thing you know, I just say, hey, this felt really good. So I believe I was the only one that was running the bottom till the very end. And got up to, I think, first or second. Till the 24 just loses it on the front stretch, and that caused a whole chaotic wreck right there. And then just after that restart, just rolled the bottom. Somehow it just felt that good, and I just felt quick. Made my way through the field after that restart and got a second place.
You know, sometimes, and I talk about putting yourself in position. That's what I said to Keegan. You know, you can't be in position to win or finish on the podium on a racetrack if you're not there. This racetrack is a whole different animal. They call it a bull ring for a reason. This surface is just, it's more about. I know that the 410s here are super fast. I know that the race line is, I mean, you're talking 16 seconds in a half-mile circuit going around on dirt. You know, we see these quarter-mile tracks with these hot rods that do, you know, the quote-unquote 10-second quarter mile, right? You guys are doing 16-second half miles on dirt, slideways, doing everything that you can to be able to hold on at 16, 17 seconds. That's a lot of speed to be able to carry. I mean, max speed here, 133, 135. That's what I was seeing on the dial. What is it to get that kind of speed on the straightaway and just have to just trust the instinct to be able to turn into a corner?
These sprint cars are a whole lot different story when it comes to driving these. I'm surprised I'm doing this well in them because late models are fun. They just feel good to drive, and these sprint cars are just a handful when trying to drive them. It takes a lot of throttle control and getting to know the car and just wheeling it around, and just a lot of the time, even here at Knoxville, it's just floor it until the very end where the track starts getting slick, and then you got to start finding your line. Make sure the car doesn't get too sideways, because once you get sideways, it's hard to keep it straight. And these cars are just a handful.
They showed up. They might be a handful, but they did show up, and you guys showed up tonight. It was a great run. Congratulations, man. P2 finish after we had Richmond and NASCAR last night. We had Knoxville Nationals this past weekend. Now we're getting into the iRacing week, and this one kicks off with pretty much a big bang. So congratulations, and a hell of a show. Give me shout-outs, brother.
I'd like to say Cody Williams for the wrap, and then CFM Motors Speed Shop or whatever it is. Whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
CFM Esports. That's what he's talking about. He's new, okay? He's new to the platform. He's going to get it. We promise. I'll groom him.
Hopefully I keep winning and I keep getting here to practice this.
That's exactly what matters. CFM Esports, that's Matt Julis Speed. See, I'm screwing it up. Matt Julis Speed Shop. That's CFM Esports. There you go. Evan C. and Blake Majuli. Those are the guys out there with that team. Keep going, brother. Sorry not to interrupt you.
That's all I got for whatever it is. Sorry.
You're good. He doesn't know what to do with his hands. He's having a Ricky Bobby moment going on right now. P2 finished tonight, Nate. Thank you very much, man. I hope to see you next weekend, man.
Yep. See ya.
That is Mr. Wim Hof coming out of it, looking pretty darn good. We're going to talk to, last but not least, Jaden Sheehan. Able to work the magic, work the field, and knock it out of the park. P3 finish. You said you wanted to talk to me tonight, which is always it's always awesome to be able to strive to just be in the booth myself. So I appreciate you shouting those words of embellishment out there for me. But walk me through the race. You had a battle on your hands as well.
First off, you just got to speak it into existence, and I made it happen at the very least. Now, there were some very unfortunate circumstances that initially got us to where we were, but we kind of dug ourselves out of the grave and finally made it back up here, and now we got to talk to the one, the only signature.
I may be one, but I'm not the only. I want to give a quick thought process here. Folks, to anybody out there that is thinking about calling iRacing, first and foremost, don't. I mean, it's no, it's a great gig. It's a ton of fun. But try to watch your own races and criticize yourself, and then call your own races, and then jump into helping everybody else. But I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of people out there. I know Keegan gave me a big shout out about the ability to call dirt racing. From real life experience, dirt races just been kind of my thing. It's difficult on iRacing. It's much more difficult on iRacing than it is in real life. You have so much more view in real life, and when you're the producer, it's tough here. And to know what you guys have to go through, we can see it on a big track in the real world, but when you get into a simulator, when we're thousands of miles apart in any direction, it's tough to know what's happening on the racetrack. It's tough to know what's on your mind and on the drivers around you. And same question to you that I asked Nathan, though. You guys were doing 130 miles an hour getting into the corner here. What do you need to do to be able to trust these cars to be able to stick to the dirt on a virtual surface?
Personally, I'm not too big on the sprint side of things. This is kind of like a practice for another series that we'll be running here soon. Personally, you just gotta send it and see what sticks the best. Now, we were fighting the setup pretty much all night, all the way up until the race. We just had to stay confident in what we were given and add the fuel, make the adjustments properly, and then just have confidence in your equipment. Now, I think even the beginning level iRacers have the same ability as someone who will spend hundreds of thousands, if not thousands of dollars on their equipment. Now, I know I've got a decent rig. Shout out Moza for the direct drive. Shout out Fanatec, which that's kind of a weird thing now. I don't know if Fanatec's alive or if it's not even a thing anymore, but the V3s I'd say the most important thing with the sim is getting a good set of pedals first. You can survive on a crappier wheel, which is what I did for the longest time. If you get yourself a decent set of pedals, you will see night and day difference.
The one thing that I've always told people that load cell pedals go a long way to make you feel like you're actually driving the vehicle, whatever you're in. A wheel just turns. You could put a 100-inch wheel with a big semi shift knob on it, or you can put on a 10-inch wheel and put it on a 960, and you can get the same results. But if you don't have a feel in the pedal, you're just basically pushing an on-off switch.
Correct.
Oh, see, that's what it is. Advice from the dirt racers that matches up to the advice that we would say to the same people out there on the oval circuit or in the road circuit. Yeah, Fanatic is it's still out there, but they are. I'm going to tell you what, folks, and this is going to be my only criticism of Fanatic, okay, or Fanatec, however anybody wants to say it. They have a good wheel and pedal setup. Moza has a good wheel and pedal setup. There are lots of companies out there that have good direct drives and good pedal setups, right? Fanatic at one point was the best, in my opinion, was the best at a certain point. CS Elites are good. The Pro 2 series, the V3 series. But I'm going to tell you what, their customer service is the worst customer service that I've ever had to deal with when it comes to electronic devices. And I know it's because they're popular. I know it's because they went through an issue. But I sent them my wheelbase to be worked on, for them to send me a brand new wheelbase 6 months later after shipping it back overseas. Because Fanatic is not show. It was not at one point was not here in the United States, but they do have global locations. So if you're out there looking for wheel and pedal setups, I'm gonna do what I did, what you said in there for a moment. I'm gonna send you to Moza, Sim Magic, because their customer service is amazing. I'm not knocking Fanatic when it comes to the ability to use it, but I am gonna tell you that their customer service kind of is lousy. But anyway, Jaden, sorry, that's my rant for the day. Don't let anything break. Take good care of your equipment. If you're going to invest into it, you need, just like your computer, you need to clean it. You need to make sure that it's good to go. Jaden, who'd you run tonight when it comes to your setups, and brother, give you shout outs.
As always, just gotta shout out the boys at Warrior Racing, Warrior Raps, always holding it down, always coming true when it comes to practice and giving each other feedback on what works. Same thing with Majula C-Speed Shop. Use code Warrior for 15% off your order. Sweet Victory Apparel, sweetvictoryapparel.com/Jaden Sheehan Gaming. Huge shout out to an up and coming vlogger, aka YouTuber, Racing Boys. Go to youtube.com/Racing Boys for all the best, hands down, vlogging content at your local track near you. He may be there soon enough. And then lastly, Abruzzi Racewear USA. Shout out to them, longtime sponsor. Those guys rock. Best apparel. Anything that you need race related, shout out to those guys.
Jaden, always a pleasure, man. Way to rock it. P3 finish after you were almost the biggest mover of the race, but your race winner was there. How about it? CFB Sports 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Top 4. That's how it goes. All right, man. We'll see you later, brother.
Take it easy.
That is Jaden Sheehan, comes home P3. Fantastic guy. Okay, fantastic guy. Justin Brown will be your P4 finisher. Croaky had the fastest car all night, though, and I will tell you that it was going to be tough to beat this guy. So don't knock it. Don't knock him. He had the car to beat, and he was in one of those M9 performance setups. But if you do need a setup, I'm still always going to recommend PRS Setups. Make sure you go to PRSSetups.com. Use promo code CHOPSHOP15. It helps Chop Shop Racing Leagues directly. So whatever you buy, that 15% goes directly into the field. Also, they also give it a setup. a week for all of that. So we'd love to see it. Thank you to Stryker. Thank you to, of course, Connor Hazel and the Adrenaline Signs and Wraps folks out there. Much love to them. Thank them very much for that. Without them, I wouldn't be here doing this Dirt Series, folks. Hands down. They don't have sponsors. I can't continue to do this for these leagues. And so shout out to all the sponsors that pay for me to be here, and I'm glad I can give them a platform to do it because this is exactly what it's for. Folks, go follow us on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Follow us on our secondary YouTube channel, Signature Gaming. Also, get out there and follow us on our secondary Twitch channel as well, twitch.tv/Signature Games 2 TOO. That's where you're going to catch me. Be my little humble self and get out there and have some fun. So everything else is going to be esports, iRacing related. Maybe some actual esports related too. I don't know. Maybe a CS:GO tournament soon. Maybe ? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Thank you to Budgie for being out there on Twitch as my moderator. She is absolutely awesome. Thank you to Jess for being the best woman possible. Folks, make sure you get out there and also register for our event this weekend on Saturday. Trucks at Talladega. It's going to be a ton of fun, and it is because it's Jess's favorite track to drive on iRacing. That's where it's going to be at. And thank you to all the support and all the folks out there. Consider subscribing, consider becoming a member, or consider becoming a supporter out there on any one of those channels. If you want to put your hard-earned dollars toward me, it just helps me and my family continue to do more. My goal, folks, is to be able to do more content and to be able to do more things that are related, and I'm trying to figure out the right way to be able to do it, figure out the right purpose to be able to do it, and I don't want to go viral, but I just want to be able to make a solid, decent living at doing this. So that being said, that's what we're working on. That's what we want to do. I want to pay. My goal in life is to be debt free and be able to enjoy myself and take care of my family. That's it. And so hopefully at some point that we'll figure it out. As we continue to figure it out, I'm going to continue to bring those with me who continue to help support what we do. And thank you to all of our sponsors. I know my sponsor logos were not playing today. It's because I had to take the logos and move them around on the system. So I'm trying to clean up all my junk and reorganize myself because that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be reorganized. The school's getting ready to start. My youngest is starting 3rd or 4th grade, and we're going to get her squared away over the next couple of days with the rest of that. And as we do that, I'm just trying to get my life reorganized here. You know what I mean? So just how it goes. So thank you to everybody that's out there. Thank you to all the support that's helped Jess and I. If you want to help out Jess even more, we put up a goal on our. We got to find it real quick. Give me a second. If you want to help Jess through our business, I'm going to put a link. You folks can do that with that. Rather than paying a bunch of fees on some of those donation websites, the only fee that we're going to pay is taxes through our business. So if you want to help out, that is a fund that you can help directly. If you don't have the time to race, or maybe you don't want to do anything with it, we're just trying to help pay for her medical expenses. So that's what the tournament this weekend is about. If you can't make the tournament, there's a way to donate. Thank you, folks. Be good, be safe, be kind of one. That's the most important thing in this world, because you all make this happen for us. We'll see you in the next one. Peace. Thank you, Budgie. You're amazing.